connect, serve, and grow is what you can expect at the House of Reconciliation. Leadership, community, education, wellness, and participation is part of our plan for your spiritual growth and success. Family and faith is a core value for the House of Reconciliation, working to help people find their purpose. Want to make an impact in the kingdom? Ready to tap into your future? Meet us at the House Sundays with Pastor Reginald Campbell. www.houseofreconciliation.org.
Libya, Uganda, had an opportunity to speak with a couple of people across the globe. I want to say happy holidays, Merry Christmas to all of you. I think right now, I can't remember the time. It may be a little later, maybe 8 o'clock, but I spoke with a couple of people in Uganda. And so I told them I would give them a shout out. So I want to thank you all for everything that you've done and for all those that have participated and made the backdrop possible. We are happy. We're excited. Please do not forget, we will be in Greenwood, 210 Pansy Road, Hodges, South Carolina, for Watch Night service. That will be starting at 8 a.m. And I'm going to deliver to us a process for 2026. So I don't know. I normally teach most of the time, but I might actually try to preach a little bit, put my suspenders on and put on a jacket, try to look like the important people. So want to do that. So if you please bring somebody with you, we will have refreshments. I am excited that we have a little thing in the back for the kids and the toddlers also to take pictures with the Grinch. And so now, if you're mad about it, that's on you. I love Christmas, love people. I don't get mad about Easter and talk about pagans and all that. Why you hating on somebody eating Easter eggs, man? Why you hating the kids on the Easter bunny, man? Okay. And I tell people all the time, you celebrate your birthday more than you celebrate Jesus' birthday. People got all kind of gifts and things, and Jesus probably ain't going to get $2 for his birthday. And not that he needed, but the ministry needed. We have widows, male and female, that could use some assistance, and all your Christmas presents under your tree has your name on them. Come on, somebody, don't look like that. Say amen. You going to the mall to get in the crowd with your name, but you celebrating his birthday. They just stole all around, didn't they? And then some people don't go to church on Christmas. It's okay. It's okay. They fussing at I'm okay. I'm okay. I've had a whole lot. So I want to talk to you how your hope can get hurt. Because your dreams many times does not fall into sync with your reality. Because how you view it in your mind is not how it plays out in reality. From being single to going to college to doing these things to desiring to get married, to have a healthy relationship, how I viewed it, as most people would, is not how it's going and how it's coming out. Now, I don't want you to look at nobody, because your husband might be here, your wife might be here. I don't want nobody to go to fighting. Get your presents before y'all fight. All right. What are the key factors? And this is going to be a little thick this morning, okay? And I want you to write, I have not fully developed yet. And I want you to write the hand. I did this in Greenville, the hand. Okay, because society, environment, culture, underexposed has caused people to only see maybe 2 out of the 5+ things they need in life. Many people, and I have to talk about where I come from, Pentecostal, Apostolic, Holiness, we were just taught get saved. And then we were told everything we couldn't do. Then we were told in the name of Jesus everything would be done. I haven't seen Jesus go to work for me yet. You got to go. So a lot of things have been left out. And so what we did is we tried to center the world around the church rather than the church be the center of your world. Your church should be your foundation. That's your nucleus. But there are things and fingers that you need to have a balanced life. And so many times we're hurt and yet we smile. Because the things that should have been developed, there was no attention paid to them. So now I'm going to talk to you. I know you're over 10. And I know you really over 10. Even your parents didn't know how to develop the things in you. They didn't know how to develop your gifts, your talents. They didn't know how to help you discover who you were. They pegged you for what they've seen, not what they could discover. Now ask me, what does that mean? Most people have operated in sight and not in faith. Most people have operated in tradition and not in revelation. I doubt very seriously if a parent or many parents has ever prayed and asked God, what is the revelation of them having their child and what that child has been called to do? Your children are having dreams that we can't comprehend. They have ideas that we are crushing. Because if you're not doing what your daddy was doing, keeping the food warm in a cold in the ground in the winter, and having, what do they call it? Anybody here old enough? Remember they used to have ice? It was hot ice or something. You remember it was a square ice? Ice blocks. Hot ice. See, it's something they were calling, it would stick to your fingers or something. Because they didn't have refrigerators. And I'm going to say this openly. Most people's dreams have been hindered because of culture and environment. Okay? They made you be what you didn't know you were. And then the church comes along and put rules on you that are unrealistic for you. You can't put fruit on a tree until the tree germinates. So they pigeonhole you when you just been born, and they never try to understand you. What happens when hope is hurt? Your dreams. Because we come from dysfunctional environments, now we have a dysfunctional mindset and behavior about ourselves. So we spend our whole lives, because some people think getting married solves the problem. And sometimes getting married exposes the problem. Sometimes people think having children is the answer. I've had friends to say I have multiple kids because I was trying to birth love, but I never knew. You can't love people until you first understand how to love yourself. Oh, I wish I could have somebody help me. Come on, doctor. And to really learn how to love yourself, you first got to figure out how and why you were created. Now, what happens, people love your flesh. They love your beauty. They love your hair. They love your handsomeness. Samson, Hercules. They love your big feet. They love your square head. And you know you got a square head. They love something about you. But what's about you isn't the total you. Come on, somebody, tell me. It's not the total me. You don't know how I feel. You don't know how I think. You don't know how I hurt, and you don't know my dreams. Now that that has been set up, here's where the word comes in. Because I'm going to tell each and every one of you, sometime you're your own worst enemy. Because you poison yourself. So 1 Peter 3, chapter 3, verse 10 through 12, and you don't have to pull this up. We're good. For whoever, and I want you to circle that. Look, I know some of y'all been told, and I know this ain't gonna go over well. I know some of y'all told y'all were darkies. I know some of y'all were told that you was in this group and you were in that group. But whoever. So when you write the word whoever, I want you to write race don't matter when it comes to God. Oh, I'm giving you Bible now. Okay? I'm giving you Bible. Race don't matter when it comes to God. It is not God's plan that others have life and you don't. The problem is your parents never asked God what was his plans for you being on earth. Oh, I wish I could help you. We just having babies, aren't we? Making them too. Come on, man. Hercules. Ooh, child, I'm pregnant. Ooh, Lord, I think I'm with child. Ooh, Lord, right around Christmas. Hope it's be born on Jesus' birthday. All right. Most people, not all, most people don't even pray for the child that they are carrying outside of a healthy birth. Have your parents ever told you why they had you? What they prayed and what God said and spoke over their life for you? I can challenge you biblically that most of them that had kids, they even, Lord, I am trying to go there. Even Hannah, when she went to God and God had shut up her wound, she told God what commitment she would make when she had this child. Y'all just had kids to help on the plantation, didn't you? No vision for yourself, no vision for your kids. Am I making sense? So do you even know who you are? When hope hurts, the dreams of your children are hurting. Because it's hard to discover something when you haven't discovered yourself. Oh, God. Oh, God. It's hard to know how to handle a gift when you don't even know how and what gift you have. Now, let me mess you up. The Bible says, for God is a... So have you ever talked to God about your spirit? Because all they taught you about your spirit was it was sinful. They never taught you about your spirit that you had talents and that you had gifts. They never taught you about your spirit that regardless of your body, you are here as a bouquet on earth to give God glory. They never taught us that. Am I making sense? So you're going around thinking you're something that you're not. So then when you start coming up with your ideas, people call you weird, crazy. Come on. Your skin color don't do that. Come on. Yeah. Hello. They make you an athlete when you're supposed to have been a scientist. They make you a worker when you're supposed to have been a discoverer. Come on. So they don't know what to do with you, but they find a way to cheat you. Come on, somebody talk to me. Come on, young people. What do you do when your hope is hurt? What do you do? When your hope is hurt. So he says, so who would love life? So I want you, besides whoever, I want you to write, this is for everyone. Would love, which means the next word is you have a choice. Can I fast forward? You don't have a choice when you hate who you are. You don't have a choice when you don't like the body you're in. You don't have a choice when you criticize everything you do. Look at somebody beside you and say, stop putting yourself down. You are not what they said you are. And you're not what you told yourself you was. You're not your hair. You're not your shoes. You're not a name brand. You're not an employee. The Bible says that God made out of one blood all nations. So why do you categorize yourself? So for the writers, stop pegging yourself based on race. You limit yourself. You limit yourself. Number 2, stop criticizing what you don't have. Can I give you Bible while y'all writing? Whosoever would love life and see good days. You got, the next word is seek. Seek out. I'm going back to the hand. The hand has 5 fingers. Now, there was generations that had 6 fingers. They're in the Bible. I want you to help me determine what are those 5 things. Now here's the thing. They have to be 5 strengths. And I have some of them, but you can help me. But here's the thing I want you to get. So remember the hand. One of your biggest enemies is not people, is you. And you know how you speak? With your tongue. Sometime God has a blessing for you. I said this, and this is a sidekick, and I'm gonna try to get back focused. I said the other day, I wish I had, and you all can fill in the blank, as much faith as the fans. You can put your team in there, basketball team. Some people are faithful no matter what. And I told God, I wish I was as faithful as fans. Basketball, baseball, whatever. Because you could be a Pittsburgh Pirates fan, and they ain't been to the playoffs, and I don't know when. You put more confidence in things than you. Can I make it plain? You were created, things were invented. So how does an invention have power over creation? I told you it was going to be a little deep today. Look at somebody say you're starting to dance on his level now. I can see the minds of people like, I just wish somebody would say, hallelujah, Jesus, baptized in Jesus' name. People, somebody I ain't going to go on. I ain't go on because my head hurt right now. But am I making sense? What comes out of your mouth is the filter of your heart. If you are negative, if you are divided within yourself, you can't produce good fruit. The first thing you must do is start valuing and liking what created you. Am I making sense? Said must, which means tell somebody you got a choice. You can control your tongue or you can loose your tongue. And normally what your tongue does is spew evil. You are negative about everything and everybody in your life. And I finally figured out why. Because you are afraid and you're broken because your hope has been hurt. Your hope never matured. ask me, what does that mean? If your hope matured, it would not have faith. You're talking in your mind about stuff you won't let your lips say. So your hope is trapped in pain. If you could get to some action, your faith would generate action. But the problem is your hope is tender and your hope feel like it's going to fail. That's just my watch. I meant to mute it early and it's still going on. When you're old, you need to keep up with your heart rate and stuff like that. So that's what it's doing. How many steps you done took, old man? You know, how many more you need to take, old man, and what your heart rate is, so we don't want to have somebody put a defibrillator on you. Check your oxygen, old man. So, you know, that's what you hear. When I get another mile, I'll eventually silence it. But your hope is trapped inside your misery. And your failure has killed your dreams. Because digital and society has given you imagination of pain, but never taught you how to deal with real pain. See, people watch drama on TV, but they don't feel that drama. You have hope for people who are acting than you have more hope for yourself. You encourage other people before you encourage yourself. Now, I'm going to speak very plain to you. You said you couldn't do it, so why should God help you for what you said you couldn't do? You said there were no good men, so why should God send a good man when you don't feel like there's no good men? Because you picked what you wanted, but you didn't pick, oh God, according to your spirit. You pick for flesh. You pick for cuteness. You pick for size. Well, I like them big. I was reading something in Africa, and the man told the woman, "You cannot walk by me no more." And she said, "Why? You cannot walk by me no more." I cannot hold myself together when you have big thighs. Her big thighs are going to make you sin. What does her thighs have to do with your self-control? Yes. Yes. And from Africa, they tell me they call certain parts the Nash. I'm like, how does Nash start with a Y? But that's another thing. That's a different dialect. But they look at, so you are selling your parts and advertising your parts, but you're not stating what's in your heart. And let me talk to men. Men tell me, well, I'm a provider and I can pay the bills. Women need more than somebody can pay the bills. They need somebody they can communicate with. They want to feel protected and honored and respected and loved. And pay the bills. And they don't plan, and the thing that they tell you is go buy a sex doll. This is a grown folk conversation. Because I'm a live, breathing person. See, a sex doll does what you want it to do. A sex doll don't have feelings and emotions. I'm a human being. Do I know? With a human feeling. So we have a foundation, but we haven't grown any branches. Am I making sense? Now, can you all say with me, what do you do when your hope is hurt? Now, is this making sense to you now? See, because what you're representing is oftentimes not who you are. So then if you ever meet somebody authentic, you can't be authentic because you've never been authentic. Can I make it plain? You led with your flesh or your emotions, but you've never led with your God and your heart. I wish I could help you. You met somebody with your flesh. Ooh, he tall. I like him skinny. Just do something to me when I look at him. I like him big. You want to grab all that. But you never met her heart. You never met his heart. You really don't know a person till you can understand their pain. Come on, talk to me. You really don't know. Because then you, see, because you pick what you like, not what would support you. Somebody holler, the sun don't shine always. And so they can handle you as long as you're in the light and it's payday, player. But can they handle you when you're sitting there confused about going to the left or going to the right, when you're sitting there and you're indecisive because your hope has been hurt? Am I making sense? So here's what it says. He says, they must turn. Tell somebody you got a choice. From evil and do good. So what's the first evil that I need to watch? It's my mouth. My mouth can only repeat what I listen to. And my mouth can only repeat what my imagination tells me I need to believe. So if my hallucinations, come on, Dr. Earl, and my imagination, then it's real to me, but not in my reality. Because my reality is different than my mentality. Am I correct? And so, how do we function without God in every aspect of our life? Then pride gets in the way because I don't want to admit I made another mistake. I didn't, come on somebody, I didn't think this through. I didn't think it through. I got caught up in the moment. Okay? Because the heart is not filtered through the word of God. Because I have no relationship with God, because I've been taught all the things that God's going to give me. I've not been taught all the things that God requires. You are a product of your parents, but you're a gift from God. And until you see the God side of you, you will always be restricted to the flesh. Oh, I wish I could help somebody. Is this making sense? So then he says, so they must turn from evil and do good. What will 2026 look like if you're not involved? If everybody has deemed you for race and everybody has deemed you for your quality of life and for what you don't have, how many people are going to encourage you to what you can have? He said they must seek peace. Can I work with you real quick? The first peace you need to seek is inner peace. If you don't have peace within yourself, this is why you're in conflict with everybody else. So your taste buds, come on somebody, like sugar. But sugar not good for your body. Come on somebody. I want some old folk talking about I got the sugar. What is sugar? It's when your glucose gets higher and it becomes unbalanced. Many of us are functioning unbalanced because we're drunk on things that are temporary and we're low on things that are factual. Is this making sense? Here's what it says for God's eyes, and we're almost done. For the eyes of the Lord are on the righteous. I don't plan to do nothing right. Because every time you piss me off, I'm going to cuss you out. And don't y'all try to act like that. Some of y'all cussed before y'all came to church. And cussed at somebody and text them and cuss them out. And then said, when I get out of church, I'm going to cuss you out again. Okay. And they looking at you like, why'd you even go to church? Because I need some kind of God in my life. Come on, cussing people. It says, for the eyes of the Lord upon the righteous and his ears. Woo, Somebody said, how do you want God to hear that? He hears you. He hears your heart. He hears your pain. Am I making sense? So he says this, and his ears are attentive to their prayers. How often do you pray? God, release me. Now, some of us get mad when God starts putting people out of our lives. Come on. Look at somebody. You will get this. How old are you? 26. There's some people you need to let off your elevator because they're weights. You trying to drag them on. They gonna get it together. You're going to be 90. You going to have no hair just like me, hoping them get it together. Still ain't going to have it together. You know, wasted your whole life. Now you're mad in the grocery store, slinging buggies, running in the back of people's ankles because you're mad because none of the people that you depended on and was counting on got it together. Nobody can get it together without God. The world don't fix broken spirits. It's not that he can't. It's not that she can't. It's the fact that they are broken spiritually. And somehow, and I'm going to have to say this to women, you all think y'all can fix people. You can't fix nobody. You look at everybody like a child. Well, if I just love him and get him a suit, he's still stupid. Just be stupid with a nice suit on that you paid for. He gonna see that I love him. He know you love him, but the problem is he don't love himself. And you either. Because he play with your flesh, but he can't please your spirit. Oh, I wish I could help you today. That's right. Well, no, you kind of tight too. You know, you ain't really wanting to give up no money. So, you know, and if they can't treat you like you want to be treated, ain't no need in me riding in your car and the window. I got to hold the door and the window, you know, and you go out there pushing buttons and hitting things and commanding stuff. Windows go down, windows go up, trunk come up. He back there tying the trunk up. He can't ride with you. He can't ride with you. No, you got paint on your car. He got no paint on his car. You know? Am I making sense? Said the Lord, and so when is your prayers? Lord, fix me. I know you don't want to look at me now, but you can't fix him, baby. Ask me, I'm 64, especially if it's a man. You ever have a man that should come talk to a real man? Because I'm not on either side. I'm on the man's side of the fence. You know, because we got some switch hitters now. You Bible today. Yeah. You got a question? Mm-hmm. See, we can't fix people. Ask me. You ask me, especially about young boys. Ask me. Because I'm going to teach you. I'm going to speak like your granddaddy maybe never spoke. Do they have a job? Do they know God? All right. He don't work. The Bible says he don't work. All right. So why are you feeding him? Right? I'm not talking about you. I'm just talking to you. Why are you giving him a ride? Why are you riding in your car and you work? What's wrong with his hands and feet? Come talk to Granddaddy. Granddaddy gonna tell you the truth. I got no reason to lie to you because I got granddaughters. I had a whole group of young people today, and they were all females, and well, we had a couple young men. But I'm gonna tell you what your granddaddy won't tell you. Okay. Mm-hmm. Right. Right, because we didn't learn, and we're not honest with our mistakes. Because I will tell people, you know, first of all, you move too fast. And if they're doing nothing for themselves, who assigned you to do something for them? Okay? You can drop him off at school, but if you like my granddaddy, he threw his books down the road. So what did he learn? Then he quit in the 3rd grade. I'm just being honest with you. And that's the reality. What our young people need is not what our parents went through. It's teaching them how to deal with their reality. And just like I told a group of young girls today, I said, hey, if he won't let you finish school, then he ain't for you. Come on, somebody talk to me. Yeah. And women sometimes, not all the time, and I know I got a large men following, sometimes women, y'all let people use y'all like pack mules. Because it makes you feel fulfilled. But when y'all get pissed off, ooh, Jesus. Them teeth, look, I see the eyebrows now. Even the wig shifted when when they get pissed off, when a woman get pissed off, ooh, Jesus, look at every woman here talking about, yeah, sure is, it ain't gonna be good danger. Lord, that wig just moved. Ain't nothing worse than an angry woman. A man that stand outside and cuss a woman will set the house on fire. And she will not go to jail. Yes. She did y'all ever see that woman on, God, what was it? Waiting to Exhale, when she set that car on fire? Did she go to jail? Nope. She didn't go to jail. Man, y'all better learn to listen. Listen to old play. I was back there with Jody, but I didn't stay. I left and I had to go sometime. I ain't gonna be 80 still out there telling me, hey, how you doing? Oh Lord, y'all just wrong. Jesus. Let's see, what does this say? Y'all, let me get back on my, but the face, y'all done messed me up, but the face of the Lord. And I'm the only one on I'm the only one up here. Everybody see, I got to get some cameras in here to show y'all, because y'all just messing brother up, you know. Like, what's wrong with him? The people that messed him up again. Jesus. Jesus. Oh, Jesus. We talking about praying. Somebody talking about all your money go, Jesus. Oh, you have flashbacks, Jesus, you know. But the face of the Lord is against those that do evil. Quit trying to get even and move on. And the sooner you can learn. Sometimes you have people's best interests in heart when they don't have your best interests at heart. Can I give you a first sign? When they won't bend, but you always bend. And you think that's sexy. Because, you know, some of y'all like them choke you and stuff like that, you know. I'm just trying to help you. Well, he excite me when he bark. Make you go, meow. Till you calling your mama and aunt because your eyes swollen. Now they riding in the car. You remember that lady and they take their wigs off? But when they take their wigs off, that means it is bad knuckle fight. And I just don't see men beating a group of women, because 2 or 3 of them going to be some heavyweights. And when they back you up in the corner, ain't nothing you can do with all that big, thick thighs. Ain't nothing you can do. It's over. Best thing you can do, you can't even call your friend. Every time you take a breath, they going to squeeze the life out of you. Here's a couple things I'm going to give you. We almost there. What time is it? 10:59, man. I want you to learn to guard your speech. Look at somebody and say, guard your speech. Ask God to clean your mind and guard your speech. Clean my mind, God. Clean my mind, clean my heart. You know, because we got to sweep around our own front door. And then ask God to guard your speech. Because every time you speak, you get re-entangled. Can I make it plain? If you speak to the devil, that means the devil got your attention. If you call them back, I guess you say, you want to go home now? You want to go home? They're like, hey, you come in, he just all in my business. Is that your mother? This your auntie? Your auntie, yeah. Your auntie, like, auntie, let me slide on by. Because, he done. Because, see, when you speak back, that means the enemy has your attention. And if he has your attention, you don't have a strong enough firewall to defend what he's going to plant. Because he's not going to fight you. He's going to plant something in your head. Can I give y'all something? You know I love you. Now notice the men laughed. Because that's a line they'll use. Look at him. It worked last time. Somebody out there going to be like, I've already heard. Because you can't give the devil an audience. As old folks say, you give him an inch, he'll take a mile. So sometimes you can't have interaction. Because if you call them up, they're going to show up. And then he has your attention. And so while you're saying what you getting off your chest, he taking up the space that you just got off your chest. Because he's going to put some more poison in you. Am I making sense? So you have to know this. Give you a couple things and we're out of here. You're going to be challenged. It's not that you're going to be challenged. It's how you respond. Why didn't I say react? Because if you react, everything in you is going to come up. Everything you thought you forgotten is going to come up. Everything, and have you ever realized a person can't tell you what time it is but can remember what you said 10 days ago? The enemy brings it right back. Do it now? They don't remember what they said because they were speaking out of their emotions and reactions and not out of their response. Because when you speak out of response, you have to go to your intellect and intelligence. It has to make sense. Player tells me they know when payday, they hit him up 2 days before they send you that picture. That's bait. I hate to say like father, like son, they shoot you that bait. Yeah, how you doing? I want you. And they send that picture behind it. And if you like my African brothers and you like big thighs, you done. Because who you going to listen to, the preacher? Or you going to look at the bacon? That's my whole part. I'm just saying. And I talked this morning, won't be triggered again. When you get control of you, people can't trigger you. The only reason they can trigger you is because you're not in control of you. Does this make sense? Can I give you all the strengths? All right, Dr. Earl, you're going to get the first one. What should be one strength that everybody needs? Okay, let me go over here. Strength. Let me give you mine. Mentality. My number one would be a spiritual firewall. My number two, because remember, you are not developed to use your whole hand. And you're bigger than your foundation. And many people have never removed themselves from the foundation. So for me, it's a spiritual firewall. Now my mentality, so I don't let you play games. Because most people get mad when they feel like they've been played. Does this make sense? So that's number two. So what do you all say the other three should be? And it can be more than three. My number two is mentality. I need a spiritual firewall. Old people call it spiritual foresight, spiritual insight. So I need to know, well, the old church called it discernment. See, we kind of low on discernment. People just grinning all in our face. What's your name? Yeah. Where you live? Yeah. What's your social security number? Yeah. They done stole all your identity. Now, if somebody look like you, ask you for that, what you all live in my business for? But other people can come by and get all your information. Spiritual firewall, mentality, got to be strong. We got something before we get to faith. Come on. How about being physically fit for yourself? Sometimes we need to get out and walk. It relieves stress, anxiety. You need to, hey, let me make it churchy. Your body is the temple. And who want to be in 32 below zero when and no windows in the house? Physically. Look at somebody, say, your body, go to the doctor. Keep your health up. Keep your health up. Let them biscuits go. You can't put them all away, but put 10 of them down. Slowly wean yourself. Some of y'all need to eat some biscuits. Some of y'all need to leave some biscuits. So next Sunday, y'all bring biscuits for this road race. Am I making sense? So we said spiritual firewall, mentally, physically. Come on. What's another strength you need to have? Self-control. Okay. That would come under emotionally. So number 3 would be make sure you're emotionally stable. Some of you all get set off too quick. You know about that? Some people just say, people you don't like, they just, you see them? Your eyes move or your lips even get, they just set you off. So, yeah, I understand. I look at some people before they open their mouth, I know they lying. I just be like, all right, what's next? So that's how many? 4? Okay, somebody else? Let me teach you what they didn't teach you. Economically. Most people are trapped because they're working. And they think because they're working, they think nothing changed. Your health could change. Your mind could change. Am I right, my brother? Good. I talked to one of his guys, and it's like, man, I told him, you got to go to the doctor because you were fine. And then all of a sudden, for a couple of days, you didn't feel good. Health, bodily organs go bad sometimes. So this is why physically you need to go get checked out. And economically, no one teaches them. And I do have a book for your, is it your grandson? Yeah, I do have a book for him, and I appreciate that. No one teaches us economics. Just get a job. I paid the bill. Am I making sense? And so we are frightened about economics because most people, let me help you out, that are retiring right now, less than 10% have enough until the day they die. Because what they didn't factor in was the cost of living. Now, mother, I know you old enough. How many of you are old enough to remember a brand new car only costs $5,000? Yeah, now the average car costs you $50,000. A used car, I used to get my kids' cars for $800, $900, lasting 5-7 years. You can't, if somebody's selling you a car for $800, you better check and make sure it's got an engine under the hood. Yeah, a used car started at 5 and 6 and 8. I saw a guy, my neighbor sold a car for like $9,000. It was a little Nissan truck, didn't have a stitch of paint on it. Sold it to somebody for $7,000 in cash. I used to go, you could buy little cars and kids could drive them from high school all the way to college. Now people talking about $9,000, $12,000 for a used car. $18,000 for a used car. Used. And you don't have much confidence in it. Because it's sitting on the lot like this. That's what we could do. So whoever thought? And so here's the thing. I'm going to show you how. Show you how the enemy works. Anybody look at gas prices? They low. But guess what? Look at your utility bill. Look at your electric bill. They give you eye candy. And they go up on everything else. Oh, ain't gas $2.49. I pulled up, I used pure unleaded. Because you know, when you drive them little cars, you think you got something, then you be crying at the pump. It was like $3.19. What? I pull up $3.19 for pure unethanol. Man, I'm doing good. Okay. Light bill doubled. Water bill went up. Right now, electricity, utility bills are up, if I'm not mistaken, 58% from over a year ago. But you got cheap gas. Eye candy. Look at the whole hand. Am I making sense? Insurance going up. Premiums going up. How you paying $1,200 a month for a 1973 Chevrolet truck? Yes. With nothing on it but liability. Yeah. Yes, and this is from the teacher's thing, which is supposed to be cheaper. And don't have an accident. And Lord, don't hit a telegram pole. Somebody else, come on, economically. See, we are afraid because people are retiring and then people are working and the generation that's coming behind, they're not thinking about retirement. They got good health, most of them. They are going out here, they're making things happen, but they are reserving nothing for the future because they want to wait till they get there and think it's going to work its way out. And why would somebody leave you something when you wasn't a good steward over what you had? Hello? And let me tell parents something. Well, that's my child. You knew that when you made that child. But you didn't teach that child and you didn't train that child. And if that child refused to learn, then you have to do something different. Because it still holds you to be a good steward. And so we struggle when it comes to being taught financially. Well, Jesus going to do it. Jesus do a miracle. Am I making sense? Anybody got another one we want to add? Oh, I'm going to give you this one because we got to go. Well, you're young. I mean, how many old? Well, now some of y'all hot. You're old, so let me buddy y'all up too. I forgot about that. Okay. Don't die for something that doesn't love you. And you know what that means? You give up your future. You give up your dreams. You give up your hope. You give up your aspiration. You give up your life thinking that something or somebody or some job or some title is going to give you life. Life only comes from God, and life only can be enjoyed with humans. There are gifts and benefits and amenities to life, but it's nothing like human life. Does that make sense? Don't die for something that doesn't love you, and don't stay in something that's not for you. Because people will tell you it'll get better. And most of the time it get worse. Because when I came along, they were against divorce. When I came along, Pentecostal, Apostolic, and Holiness people don't look like that. And I was one of the first people to get a divorce. Oh, he ain't saved. Oh, he got a divorce. Oh, he can't preach no more. Oh, all this. And half of them was worse than me. I don't want nobody divorce preaching to me. Mother, you old enough, you remember. Yeah. Yeah. Mother trying to be saved now, she like, I talked about him too. Yeah. Yeah, kids all up and down the street. Lord, don't go to a funeral. Yeah, you said it. mistreat their companions, but so saved. And someone hit me up, and I said this to him. I said, God said, husbands, and this is what makes a lot of men mad with me. Husbands, love your wife as Christ, or treat your wife as Christ. So why would you marry a headless husband? And let me talk to men, because men like to say things like they're God. Men want women to submit when they won't submit to God. Because technically in the 39 books of the Old Testament and 27 books of the New Testament, and even in the Hebrew Bible, even in the Ethiopian Bible, even in the Western Bible, ain't nothing in the Bible ever said a woman's supposed to work. Nothing. You're supposed to provide. Yeah, it's my wife. Your wife is not a maid. Your wife is not a butler. Your wife is not something you buy for a cow. If you think less of your wife, you think less of yourself. And the worst thing to have is someone in the church and don't respect their companion, male or female. And so I tell people, because I say to young people and young girls, for him to love you, he first got to love God. Because then he learns how to love himself. And when he learns how to love himself, then he can learn how to deal with you. Because y'all can deal with each other today. But let's look at 10 years down the road. When his body change and your body change, and let's look at 10 years down the road when your finances change, does he have your back? He got your good time. Y'all cute right now. Even ugly girls cute. Sitting out there with all that forehead out there. Just cute, fine. Somebody like her. But wait till she have a problem. And so what has happened is men have put a lot of responsibility on women, and a lot of men don't want to be held accountable. If you're such a man, stand in the face of God and let God pour into you. And so most men mistreat women because they're angry with themselves. And most women let men mistreat them because they don't have confidence in themselves. Oh, I wish I could help you. Now, y'all can get mad. Now, once I leave this, don't walk up on me. Don't bring no opinion up to me, because I promise you, what you see now ain't going to be what you receive later. I just want to make it clear. People, I think I'll tell him. You don't want to do that. You want to say that out there. You don't want to say nothing right. When I leave, when I say deuces, you don't want to say nothing after that, because ain't nobody saved after that. Okay, every man for himself. But I believe in men being accountable. Accountable. And respectful. I don't like weak men. If you're a man and you're wrong, say I'm wrong. And make it right. That's a man. My grandfather was a real man. He's like, sometimes you got to work 4 jobs. And he would say this, it ain't what your wife ain't doing, it's what you ain't doing. If you the head of the house, then you're supposed to be the head. But sometimes I think some of y'all weighing something other. Y'all know what I was going to say. You know it. Remember the pink? We'll discuss that off camera. Here's this, and I'm gone. People want privileges that they don't want you to have so they can feel better about themselves. Last but not least, don't cheat yourself. And here's what God would say to you, young man, young women, old person. It doesn't matter who left your life. It matters who's in your life. God. It doesn't matter who left your life. Because truly, if they don't want your God, they don't want you. And if they want you without God, it's going to be hell and high water for you all to stay together. Do I know? They don't want to do it? Yeah, you gonna have problems because as you trying to grow, they trying to pull back, male or female. And see what your problem is, you don't want God to change you, and you definitely don't want God to change them because you like the things that they do. But when they come to themselves and you come to yourself, it's like two addicts. As long as you're doing the same thing, you're in agreement. But when one decides to not be an addict anymore, the relationship change. Am I making sense? When she raises her standards, the relationship change. When he raises his standards, the relationship change. Am I making sense? And so we want God, we want the blessings of God, but not the changing of God. Do I make sense? And so let me tell you something. For those that want to pray, don't quit praying because God is still on the throne. And what God has done for others, he has to do for you. Because God has no respect of person. Don't ever stop dreaming. Don't ever let somebody kill your dreams. Don't ever think you cannot get it right. You can get it right. What you have to do is make sure you position yourself in God. Am I making sense? Don't talk about what you don't want. Oh, I don't want nobody else. My husband died. My wife died. You's a liar. Look at me. I'm putting on my pastor hat. You's a liar. You human. Are you hear what I'm saying? And stay out of other people's business. Stay out of, well, who they talking to? You just mad because ain't nobody talking to you. And so if somebody asks you, is that your husband, that's your wife? And it is. You see what I'm saying? His hair might be way up here, but it is. And for y'all single people, y'all can pick better because y'all see what some of these old people done pick. And y'all single people, y'all can pick better because y'all done seen what some of these other people look like. And it's okay to pray this prayer. Lord, do me better than that. Lord, do me better than that. Lord, don't do me like that now, Lord. Do me better than that. I don't want a horse and buggy, Jesus. After we get the Bentley, then we can ride in a horse and buggy. But we can't have a horse and buggy before we get the Bentley. Did I help you all? Did it make sense? If it don't want your God, then they don't want you. And I didn't say you couldn't run around in the yard with them now. Now, y'all read that however y'all want to read it. But you can't let them stay in your yard. Old folk used to say, I don't let my children sleep over with everybody. You know, you got to know. And don't let nobody sleep over with your children. You be in there snoring, they be in there looking at your child. No, listen, I'm a real man. I'm off hope